Hello everybody, this is DJ Smooth straight out of Cape Town in South Africa, and we are on the Money.Finance podcast. We're talking money, baby.
Absolutely, and my name is Jabesi, and we are bringing you another incredible podcast episode to help you get to that money and make sure that your money mindset is always switched on to go get that money. So today on this episode, we're talking about side hustles, how to actually start one side hustle.
Now, you set your financial goals for 2021, guys. You guys have been through a lot. We've been through in and out of lockdowns, and you guys have been thinking about making money, starting another hustle. Maybe I might have lost my job. Maybe I want to start a new business. But to make your vision a reality, whatever you set out in your mind or whatever you want to start, if you haven't started it yet, and big up and shout out to everybody that has started already, because the big part is all about starting. But if you haven't started, guys, to make that vision a reality, you have to be ready to put together a side hustle. And you should say, since one of the fastest ways to make more money is by starting an income building side hustle that you yourself manage in addition to your regular routine. Maybe your regular routine, you've got a normal 9 to 5, or you probably are work or studying somewhere, but you have to be studying something else on the side. And that's what this episode is about, to give you a couple of ideas on some things that you can start to make money online.
Absolutely. So what was your first side hustle?
I think my first side hustle was selling. I've always been good in selling.
Right.
So I was working at my parents' spaza shop as a kid. I was selling loose drawers, sweets.
Yeah.
Every time when I'd go to school, I'd grab some stock from the spaza, put it in my school bag, and I'd be selling at school. And then I think...
Were you bringing the money back?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Oh, no, I've always been good in selling. Even at the spaza, at my parents' spaza, like I always sold, I always made money.
Right.
And I always had money. Like I was just this kid with money all the time.
Yes.
Because I'm selling, right?
Right.
If you're always selling, you always have money. Although other kids are like, that one is selling, but you got dough all the time. So that was me. And I mean, my mom also had a hair salon, a hairdressing business.
Yeah.
So when schools were closed, I'd be working at my mom's salon.
Helping out.
And helping out.
Yeah.
And then Monday to Friday during the week after school, I'm selling at the spaza shop. But little did I know I was being trained to become an entrepreneur from an early age.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You had a good head start there. You know, you had
and I would
something.
say that was my first side hustle as a teenager.
Okay, so the concept of side hustles can sound a little daunting to some people, which it can be, especially if you have your own full-time job. I mean, for me, my very first side hustle was when I had a full-time job. I would use the same skill that I use at my job to generate some money online through freelancing. So I was a graphic designer, animator, video editor, and all that stuff. Things that could be done at home as well. So during the day, I would go to the 9 to 5. In the evening, I would then sit down on my computer, go on these websites for freelance jobs, get some work done, and I was earning some extra income.
What is one thing that I can do right now as an 18-year-old or a 16-year-old or 21-year-old who's unemployed? I don't have money, but I've got Wi-Fi and I'm watching this episode. What are some of the things that I can think of and go make money now after watching this podcast?
Okay, well, the first thing is that, if you're doing a 9 to 5, for example, or maybe you don't even have a job, but you do have a skill, maybe you're qualified for something, the easiest thing you can do is to exchange your time for money, meaning that offering that service in exchange for money. So there on the internet, there's so many platforms that are looking for people like you. You have Upwork, you have freelancer.com, you even have Gumtree, where you can actually advertise yourself. So first you can advertise your skills and get a job, and then do that accordingly, and then you get some side income. Really, that's the very first thing you can do without needing any capital or anything like that, by simply monetizing your own skill set that you already have.
So you can exchange your time for money online.
Yes.
But then there's all sorts of different hustles that you can do online. A quick one is just to give you can do your own homework. By the way, with what is just said, we'll put it on the caption as well. Some of the websites that you guys can go to and check them out, and how you can expose your work, or how you can get work or get more ideas on how you can make money online. Websites like about Fiverr.com,
Fiverr.com.
websites like about clickbank.com.
Absolutely.
I think we'll write as many of them as possible on the caption.
And I'll leave you with one trick before you mention those. My best online jobs didn't come from those traditional job offering websites. I got them from Reddit, funny enough, right? I would go to community to a Reddit community that is all about a certain subject, then I'll say, hey guys, I know you guys are doing, I was into this entrepreneur groups. So I would go there and say, hey entrepreneurs, I know some of you guys are trying to build your brands. I'm a very good video editor. Here's the link to my work. If you're looking for someone to make videos like this for your brand, let me know. So these guys that would have, maybe they have been speaking in different places, but they never really had a really solid, concrete video they can use. They'll be like, I do have a lot of video content. Can you put it together like this for me? And then we pay you. And then I would find unusual jobs with less competition, and that would also work for me.
Wow, that is so dope, bro. And that's how you started out?
That's really how I started out, yes.
Wow.
And my ever best job that I ever had, the last job that I ever had, was also found on Reddit.
People are selling online workshops. How do you sell online workshops? I think that's your homework. We're not going to give you all the answers because a podcast can only be so short.
Yes.
People are selling items on websites like about Etsy, right? People are teaching English online. People are coming up with pay of lines for companies and they're getting paid for it. People are watching ads and getting paid for it. People are listening to music and getting paid for it. People are renting out parking space. People are renting out a spare room, refurbished, and then these are some of the ideas that I'm just throwing out there.
Yes.
So you can be inspired, maybe to say, oh, that speaks to me. Maybe I can go and pursue that. Teaching music lessons, teaching Zulu classes, Sotho classes, Swahili classes, become a virtual assistant, assemble IKEA and Amazon furniture. You can do that as well. You can sell handmade items online, monetize your Instagram account. You can become an influencer. You can become an Uber or a Lyft driver. You can become a tour guide. You can mow lawns. You can babysit. You can become an au pair, start alterations business. You can become a party planner, create worksheets or templates, do makeup or special for special events. You can freelance. You can write and edit resumes. You can write proposals for people. Guys, there's just so much to do to make money.
But if there's anything I can add to that, right? I've always been, since 2016, I've been saying this, that in the future, in the digital economy, not being able to create video content that shoot and edit, it will become almost the same as being illiterate. That's what I've always been saying. And I think as we go into the future, it's starting to prove itself right. Video is the communication of the internet. People read, but they don't really like reading. Video is the easiest form of communication that we have, other than speaking to each other directly. That's why we have Zoom now, and YouTube is, and where a lot of us spend a lot of time. So I would encourage everybody listening out there to take some time to learn how to shoot and edit. You don't have to make a film, a Hollywood movie. Just film yourself saying something and make mistakes, and then cut away all the mistakes and just have really a one solid video in a video format, and then export it and upload it in a platform, just so that you learn how to make videos. To learn how to edit, it will take you less than 2 hours, because it's really about cutting the rubbish and keeping the good stuff. So I do encourage a lot of people out there to really learn how to edit videos.
It's a beautiful skill, and it'll never be out of fashion.
Absolutely not. Yeah, because it's like writing. It's a way of communicating. So if you know how to edit yourself, you can actually dictate how you want to tell your story. And whether you're gonna sell other products or sell I mean, when I'm hiring myself, perhaps I prefer people to send me a video instead of a CV.
Yes.
I prefer them to go into a video, tell me about themselves. And sometimes you see people who get creative with that, and it actually just add another level of interest. I'm like, oh wow, this person is really, they're good style, right? So I think the way we look at writing, that you don't want to use broken English when you're writing a CV, you also don't want to make a crappy video when you're making a profile video of some sort.
Exactly. And I always say that I retweet black-owned businesses in South Africa every Saturday. And I always say that to guys, like, guys, share clean pictures of your business.
Yes.
Do justice when you're selling your business.
Yes.
Videos have to be top-notch.
Right.
Things like that.
Absolutely. So I think that's one skill, people can take on. And if we're going to leave you with this episode with a task for you to do, we can say after this episode, create some time, an hour or two, learn how to edit a video and share it and tag us on social media if you're listening, right?
Good luck, guys. Think about all the different side hustles. We will write as much as we can on the caption, but there's so much. And I do
Yes.
know that this video does need a follow-up video as well
Right.
on others that we can zoom into and then break them down. But what I love is that there's just so much out there that there is also so much work for us to do,
yeah.
to try and simplify some sort of content to encourage or inspire you to go start making money out there. You actually should be making money immediately after watching this video.
Yes.
You're supposed to be making money starting from 24 hours from today. I don't know what you're waiting for.
And what we're going to do, we actually will be finding some of the things that you can go and do right now, and we'll be sharing them in the episodes or creating an entirely pure episode about a certain thing that we all can go ahead, utilize, and make ourselves some money. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the DOE.
And then just maybe quickly as I leave you guys, the last thing I'll leave you with is go start a website. I think that's the first homework for me that I will give you. He'll give you his own homework.
Right.
My first homework, even if you don't start a website yet, but go and register a domain, right?
Yes.
Go and start a website. That's my homework. So that on the next videos, we talk about other things. The website basically works as a foundation.
Yes.
That's what you're going to build your business on top of. If you're opening a Shopify store, you're going to have to open it on some sort of a website. If you're starting a blog, you're going to have to open it on some sort of a website. Even if you're opening up a YouTube page, what if YouTube just dies at some point, or it's shut down, or it's not operating? You have to have your own website where you create your own business on top of. That's my homework to you.
And that's how we're going to end this episode, guys. Thank you for watching and listening. Please do the homework, and let's get to work and make some money. Stay blessed.